In the dimly lit streets of Whitechapel, under the soot-stained glow of gas lamps, the infamous Ten Bells pub stood as a beacon for the weary and the wicked alike. Its wooden sign creaked ominously as a chill wind swept through the narrow alleys. Inside, the air was thick with tobacco smoke and the heavy scent of ale, while patrons huddled around their tables, whispering tales of dread and despair. Max, a gaunt figure with hollow cheeks and deep-set eyes, sat alone at a corner table. His once sharp attire was now threadbare, the ink stains on his fingers the only testament to his profession as a journalist. Grief haunted his every movement. The tragic loss of his wife and children to a gas leak had left him a shell of a man, drowning his sorrows in drink rather than returning home on that fateful night. Across the crowded room, Jack loomed like a spectre of doom. His sharp features were etched into an expression of cold calculation, his eyes scanning the room with a predator's intent. Clad in a dark coat that seemed to swallow the light around him, Jack's thin lips curled into a smile as his gaze settled on Mary Kelly, who laughed carelessly with her friends. Mary, strikingly beautiful with her ash-blonde hair streaked with fiery red, seemed oblivious to the dangers lurking in the shadows. Her past was a tapestry of sorrow, woven from her childhood abuse by a drunken father and the more recent betrayal by a trusted priest. Despite her hardships, she longed for a simple life filled with love and children, a dream that glimmered faintly in her emerald eyes. The pub owner, a burly man with a ruddy complexion, maneuvered through the tables, nodding at regulars and keeping a wary eye on the newcomers. He knew every face, every secret that the Ten Bells kept within its stained walls. That night, fate twisted as Max stumbled upon an old credit book used by patrons who bought their drinks on account. Leafing through the pages, his heart skipped as he saw a chilling entry. Jack the Ripper scribbled beside a line of credit. The realization hit him like a thunderclap. He was sitting in the very den where the notorious killer had once walked. As Max absorbed the gravity of his discovery, Jack watched from across the room, his mind a twisted labyrinth of sadistic pleasure and meticulous planning. His interactions were calculated, his words chosen to manipulate and ensnare. The psychoanalytic theories of sadism and psychopathology would later describe such individuals as Jack. His pleasure derived not just from the act of murder, but from the power and control he exerted over his victims. Jack approached Mary, offering her a drink he internally dubbed the last meal. To her and her friends, he was the epitome of a gentleman, possibly from an esteemed family, unaware of the darkness behind his courteous facade. As Max planned his next steps, torn between the guilt of his past and the urgency of the present, Jack's gaze remained fixed